All right, we're good.
Hi, this is Paul with MMD Construction. I do a lot of estimating for the insurance projects. And basically on this project, what happened was we were referred to it by the people who did all the smoke damage, and the owner actually had their preferred vendor from their insurance company try to begin the project, but because delays, they actually weren't able to meet the owner's expectation for what needed to get done. So we stepped in and we were actually able to speed up the project and get the ball rolling for them. Basically what we did is we had to get permits, we had to find, or we can edit that, we had to get an architect to get the plans drawn up, submitted to the city, and it's real important to get the ball rolling on that immediately. The county can be very busy and it can take a lot of time to get the plans approved so we can even begin work, but in doing what we did, in the process that we did it, we were able to save the customer several weeks of not living in a hotel anymore and actually being able to move back into their house and getting the power restored out here. Part of the issue with the insurance company is they have a lot of claims that they work on, so it's not that they don't care, it's just sometimes they're just too overwhelmed with other jobs that they can't take the correct focus and put it on your problem or your claim. So we're able to assist by making it our main priority to take care of that for you, make sure that you're not forgotten and left at the bottom of the pile. And in doing so, I was able to probably save this customer about 6 weeks worth of living in a hotel by being out here and just taking the lead on the project. I was able to meet with the adjuster probably about 2 weeks after we were able to get all the permits, just so we were on the same page for what the repairs were going to need to be. And they kept insisting that they want us to wait on this project, but we really just wanted to get this customer back in their home, and we took the risk ourselves saying that, hey, we're going to go ahead and move forward with the repairs, and we're not going to wait on you guys. We know what needs to be done. We know the proper costs. We're well aware what industry standards are to restoring a property. So we felt confident enough just to go ahead and move forward with the repairs, even though the insurance company was stalling on giving us an actual estimate. So as contractors, a lot of times you don't want to go into a job working without a defined scope, but we're really good at what we do, so we understand what's going to be covered, what's not going to be covered, and the way the home needs to be built properly and the correct cost for that. So we went ahead and started the project. Probably 6 weeks into the project, the adjuster finally got back to us with some numbers on the estimate, and we were able to work with them. We're still actually working with the adjuster to finalize the claim on this to get the correct dollar amount, but at the end of the day, we didn't wait on them and we got the job rolling, and the job's going to be completed instead of letting the insurance company dictate the pace that the project was going to be put back together. And so far, everything's been going great. So that's a little bit about how the insurance worked on this.
Hey Paul, I have a question. Would you recommend a homeowner dealing with insurance themselves, and if not, why?
Absolutely not. Like I said before, the insurance company, they're just overwhelmed with claims. So if you don't know how to talk to them, or you don't know the proper steps to get your claim handled, you're just going to cause more stress for yourself in trying to deal with them. You're just going to get worked up over it, and it's just not going to have the best result. The best thing is to hire somebody who specifically deals with the insurance company, because we know the ins and outs of the insurance world, and we know how to speed things up. And a lot of homeowners, they don't understand how insurance works. They've never had a claim before. This is all new to them. Sometimes they're not in the right state of mind because their home just caught on fire, or it just had a massive flood, so they're just their mind isn't really where it needs to be dealing with these insurance companies. So we always recommend that you let the professionals take care of it.
So another question is, if the homeowner has a contractor that they like and he's not a restoration contractor, will he be able to deal with the insurance company as you would?
No, not at all. And sometimes I've seen that happen before, where we've actually talked to a customer about a job, and then they said, hey, my best friend's a contractor, or I have a guy I'm going to use, and they've actually gotten into the project, and the contractor gets so frustrated with trying to deal with the insurance company that he says, you know what, I don't want to deal with this anymore, I'll just do the work, and he pushes it back on the customer to deal with the insurance company, and then that just causes a huge mess. You really need a contractor who specifically deals with insurance claims, because it's an entire another world. The actual construction portion, the contractor, I'm sure if they were a good contractor, they could be able to do the work, no problems with that aspect of it. But what people really need to understand is that when you have an insurance claim, it's not just the construction, the actual physical rebuilding of the damages. It's way more in depth with paperwork, dealing with the adjusters, making sure the proper things are covered. So it can be very confusing for a contractor who's not familiar with that, and they can kind of just say, hey, I don't want to deal with it anymore, and then the owner's stuck with it.
Okay, great. All right, well, thanks, Paul.
Sure.